you here.
Thank you so much. It's
I'm
wonderful to
really
be
honored
here.
that you guys have chosen us to be here.
We are so glad to have you. This is going to be an insightful session, and
Yes.
we are very happy that you have decided to share your story with us.
It's my pleasure.
Introduce us to the premises.
Yes, we will. This is actually not a school. It's a center, right? That's why we don't call it because it actually includes all individuals with all sorts of physical and neurological challenges. That's why we call it a center. So we don't call it a school, right? That's number one. Because everybody thinks it's a school, but it's actually a center, right? And yes, as you see, this is the administrative block. I have a very efficient, beautiful girl here, Sonia. She does everything for me, you know. I basically come and walk around. Yes, we'll walk you around the institute.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So,
Are there any particular parts that the center focuses on?
the school?
Yes.
Yes, every bit has been specifically designed for the student. It's not just a building. The premises were built with keeping in mind what we need for a special needs child, right? This is not an inclusive program. It's specifically for children with challenges. So every bit has been thought about as to how this child will be. Will this room be suitable? We have ramps, we have like everything that is required for a child with challenges.
Yeah.
So as we walk around, you will see that every bit has been focused for keeping in mind this students' difficulties, right?
Yes. Well, it's wonderful to hear that. Are there any disabilities that the center focuses on, or is it across
We
the board?
don't have anything specific. We focus on all kinds of disabilities, not on blind or deaf.
Alright.
Yeah, they have to be, it could be a combination of deafness and autism, or it could be a combination, but we have never taken blind students, right? Because we feel that's not a special need. Yeah, even the parliament has got blind representatives, right?
Yes.
Deafness itself is not a special need. Yeah,
So it has to be a combination.
They can commune, but it could be a combination. You will see we have a combination of deafness and autism. We have a combination of other very rare syndromes, and most of them you find them here, whether it's Downs or whether it's cerebral palsy or autism or a combination. They're all here, but we have our restrictions as to whom we want to have in school, because we want to integrate all these disabilities. So we don't want any conflict amongst the students, because sometimes they can be a little bit rebellious or they can get a little bit hyped up. So we don't want that to happen. So when we do the intake, we make sure we are doing the right intake so that they all can merge into each other. Yes, and form a little community of their own. Yes.
That's beautiful to hear.
Yeah.
But before
That's
we go,
our special wall. You will see everybody connected with us comes and puts up their handprints. Perhaps you can do that today as well.
We
Yes,
hope
these are
we will
all
be
our
able to.
past students, past therapists, high commissioners, sporters, Lion Club, everybody is there. Yes.
that's beautiful to hear. But before we go too far, let's talk about you, Miss Amar.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about what inspired you to start this beautiful institution.
Oh, wow. I guess I always say I guess I was meant to do this. It's not something that I chose as a career when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I always wanted to become a veterinarian, but my son says I would have made a very bad veterinarian. So You know, some things told me that, I think you will be best working with children. So I went ahead and I graduated in special needs education. And I didn't even get my certificate, and I had a job. And now it's been since 1986. How many years is that? 34 years?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes, my
34.
first student was in 1986. And then I worked for 2 years at Kestrel Manor School. And in 2001, May, I opened my own institute. We were in Hurlingham for 20 years. And in 2019, December, we moved into this premises. The premises were bought and built by us, yeah, by the Panessa family.
That is very beautiful to hear. So what would you say has your journey been like? What would you say are the major changes that have happened in between when you studied special needs and how the country has evolved since?
Every day has been different. Every day I've learned something new. Honestly, from the day that I started till today, I get a surprise every day. There's a new learning experience every day. The journey has been amazing because we had students who joined us when they were 2 years old, and now they are 30. So the journey that happened from them being like little toddlers, floppy toddlers, are now walking. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's been an amazing journey. Every day is special. Every day is a new experience. Yes.
are there institutional challenges that you have faced?
Yes, many. Not institutional challenges. Yes, we had institutional challenges when we were in Hurlingham because the premises were a little bit small. And we always hoped that we would have a big ground and we could have separate therapy rooms and all. But having moved into these premises, I don't have any institutional challenges as such.
What other challenges have you faced? What would you say was the biggest challenge you had to overcome to get to where you are today?
Parents,
What about parents?
parents of these students have given us a lot of challenges. It's so difficult for parents to accept. And acceptance is a huge thing. Once you begin to accept that, yes, I have a child who has challenges and I need to do something, it becomes so much easier for us. But if you still come to us and you haven't accepted your child and you think that this child is also going to do the same things that the siblings are doing, I think you still haven't accepted. Once you accept, you'll be happy and you will let us do our work the way we want to do it. Yeah. And with us, we always feel that special is probably really being special. Not special because of their disability. It's because they're just very special. Yeah. And your normal children might not be so special, but this particular one is just so special. And I find that the parents do keep a difference between their normal siblings and this child. Of course, there are challenges, but if they just accept them as just being like the other, let them do the same things, given the resources, you know. So, yes, once we get the parents to come to that stage, they are the happiest, and we can work like the way we want to and bring the child to a stage where they can be independent.
What's one piece of advice you would give to parents who have not accepted, or maybe new parents to special
Yes,
children?
I can only say come and talk to us. We will help you. We will help you to see how brilliant your child is. You are just looking at your child's challenges. You're not looking at your child's strengths. Look at your child's strength. Look at the smile. Look what he can do. And don't look at the fact that he can't talk or walk. Look at the other things. The child brings in so much positive energy into the house. Look at those things. Let's not look at what they can't do. Let's look at what they can do. That's how we work.
While we continue, are there any other places we can see?
Yes, you can. We can walk around. This
All right.
is we'll just walk through the premises.
Yes.
This is our physiotherapy room.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have all equipment, every possible resource that a child with cerebral palsy needs. So that's our CP physio room,
Yes.
right?
What would you change about your journey? What do you wish you knew then that you know now?
Sorry?
What do you wish you knew when you started your journey?
I wish I knew I was going to be working with so many students. I thought it was just going to be like a few,
Yeah.
but it just turned out to become a big institute. It's not a big institute, but it's institute which has every possible resource you can think of. We have it. Whether it's for Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, deaf, it's all here. So this is basically our room for CP, yeah. And as you can see, students are very well engaged into their program. They have lots and lots of sensory material that they work.
Yeah.
My wish always was to have a hydrotherapy room. So we have a hydrotherapy room here, which every student with cerebral palsy requires it. Yeah, you can film we're very proud of our,
That is truly, truly beautiful.
yes, of our hydrotherapy.
Catering to all their needs.
It happens once a week, yes. So this is one thing that I always wanted in my life, was to have a hydrotherapy room.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well for us.
That's beautiful.
And I always wanted to have a separate IT room so that they have all these adaptive augmented devices that can be used just for them.
Yeah.
You see, the deaf boy, he's wearing earphones so that he can hear better. So we have everything for IT over here. Yes. IT is the thing these days, and they love it. So
How would you
almost
say-
every student of ours has a tablet. Yeah.
That's
We
beautiful.
use IT as a main focus for learning and teaching. Yes.
So you would
Rather
say-
than the conventional blackboard and the books and all, we will rather use the tablets and calculators to do mathematics. You see, Samuel is using a calculator.
That's very
Yes.
beautiful.
These are all our students. These are the highly skilled students, the ones who are highly functional. Yeah. So they can do some sort of academics. And so we have the severe ones, we have the highly functional ones. Then there is a middle group, which is this one.
Yeah. What is the difference between the three main groups?
Between the three groups
Yes.
is their functionality.
Functionalities.
Yes, and communication. So this is the other group, which doesn't fit there, but fits here.
It's good to have a space for them as well.
Yes.
Do you have any specific success stories that you're proud of?
Many.
Tell us a few.
Well, we do lots of sports. You will see them all come out. Many success stories.
Yeah.
My biggest success story is that the Lord has given me the opportunity to be with these students. That's my big success story. And I am always very happy because I tried my best and I go home being happy. Yeah. Receiving awards, receiving, doing so
Recognition.
many interviews, featuring in newspapers. It's happened so many times, you know. It's not so, I don't feel so overwhelmed with it. But I'm always very overwhelmed when I'm with my students and they give me the biggest smile. And that's my success. I know they are happy.